Hey everybody, welcome to English 207. My name is Professor Stratton. You can call me Lindsay, you can call me Professor, you can call me Professor Stratton, you can call me Miss, I don't really care. It doesn't matter, mostly because we're online anyway. So, that being said, I have a bunch of stuff I want to talk to you guys about. It might take me about a half an hour to try to get this over and done with. So these videos you can expect every week in your weekly emails. If you have trouble accessing them, they're going to be number 1 in your email, number 2 on our Moodle page under announcements, and it'll have the dates for them to go with it so you can follow along. And then I also have a YouTube page that I upload these to, so in the email will also be the YouTube link for these videos if you can't get to them, okay? So I guess little about myself. Get off of my computer. Right now you can kind of see, like right there, little whiskers. I have 4 cats, I have 2 dogs. I have a 5-year-old son, I have a baby on the way. I own 3 businesses. I just got rid of one this past year. So I had 4 and now I have 3, just in case we're all stuck on math like I am. I'm still learning 2 + 2. I'm horrible at math, don't ask me for help. Okay, let's see, shit you guys don't care about. By the way, I curse like a sailor. Sorry. If it does offend you, please let me know, and I will do my best to curb it, but I really like to think of them as like little sprinkles, like little sentence enhancers. Just makes it a little more fun. And because it irritates my mom. So, not that she lives here, but still. I still like to bother her. Anyway, so I graduated with my bachelor's degree in 2010 from College of St. Rose, which is up in Albany, New York. I got my master's degree in English Lit in 2017, feels like it's so far away, from Southern New Hampshire University, which was all online. And hopefully after this kid comes out, I can go back for my doctorate, hopefully. We'll see. No, Lucy. You are most likely going to see one of my cats, probably both of my dogs, and my kid during any of these videos. So just be aware that sometimes it's a little chaotic. I do have to homeschool him. He starts kindergarten in September, so things might not always be perfect or easy to follow. With that said, I'm going to share my screen. Lucy, I'm gonna stab you. She's the most needy dog I've ever had. We're going to start looking at our Moodle page. We're going to look at the syllabus, the breakdown. I have a bunch of documents already up there, so we're going to take a look at each one of those. And we're going to kind of just go from there, okay? So now, if you have questions, send them to me via email or shoot me a text. You guys have my cell phone number. I think, let's just get started. We'll just jump right in. Let's see. Here we go. All right. So here is our wonderful Moodle page. Okay, now obviously things look a little different because I'm your teacher and you guys are the students, so it does view differently occasionally. Here, under necessities, is basically everything you're going to need to function throughout the semester. Okay, announcements, I haven't posted anything, but don't worry about it. Attendance. Okay, so because this is an asynchronous class, which means we do not have designated dates or times to meet, it makes attendance a little difficult. However, I have figured out that what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a question in your emails, in your weekly emails. You are to respond to those questions. I don't care, just at least some point throughout the week, answer that question, okay? So that's your attendance for at least one day. And then when you submit your assignment, on Fridays, every Friday has an assignment due. Sorry, not sorry. That is the other way I take attendance, okay? So if you do not answer the email and do not submit your assignment by Fridays, you are absent. Makes sense? Seems simple? Fantastic. Normally there's a lot of like talking back and forth, but since it's just me blabbing to myself, I just get to move on. All right, now then, your syllabus. Okay, so I'll open that up. Open, we'll take a quick gander. Just as a quick FYI while this opens up, I do not rely so heavily on the syllabus, okay? I look more at this second one, the weekly breakdown, okay? Just to give you that heads up. So here is your syllabus. Whether you need to print it out or not is on you. I am very much a hard copy person. I don't function too well with electronics. Just, I'm old. Yeah, I know, I'm old. It's fine. Okay, so we have the course description. It is a writing intensive course. So that goes without saying that it's also a reading intensive course, which is just wonderful. I do try to cut down some of your readings by making them jigsaws, which means that you're only reading an assigned portion versus the entire book. I know you guys got lives. I know you have jobs, because since we're, you know, not on campus, we're probably working more. But I also know that you have other classes you're taking. So I really try to respect that. I do remember what it was like to be in school. I know some professors seem to have forgotten what it was like back in the day. Okay, so I know you guys don't really care about the learner outcomes. All right, so calculation of final grades. We're right here. Okay, obviously I can't grade you on participation because we're not in class. Great. So you have 5 short reflections, you have a create a fable and a jigsaw, 2 things that are going to allow you to be creative and draw, because maybe you're much more of a visual person. I have no idea because I don't get to actually interact with you, which makes me sad. You have 3 short analysis essays and a final research paper. The research paper is non-negotiable. It is a requirement of the course. I'm sorry, I am not sorry. Okay, so here is how your the grading scale works. Easy enough. The university attendance policy is that you have, it's really 4, I know it says 3, but it's 4. If you miss 4 classes, okay, if you miss 4 classes, you have the potential to fail, okay? Understand that. 4 classes means that you will most likely fail. However, being that this is online, I don't want to say for certainty that that's how it's going to be, okay? So, again, I understand this is an online course. Attendance still has to be taken, so you are to answer the question in your weekly email along with hand in your assignment for that week. 2 ways of you interacting with me. That's how I'm taking attendance. Done and done, okay? Integrity, please don't cheat. I will find out. I'm Liam Neeson, okay, from Taken. I will find out that you cheated, that you plagiarized. Plagiarizing means copying without citing. It means buying a paper or submitting a paper that is not yours, whether you bought it or not. Another thing that you need to be aware of, not that it really matters, and I don't really push this one too hard, but MLA, Modern Language Association, does say that if you recycle a paper that was once yours from, I don't know, 5 years ago, high school, whatever, whenever you guys graduated high school, that is also considered plagiarism. That seems a little gray for me, but if you feel like you need to recycle a paper, please talk to me first, okay? Communication is best instead of just like handing things in, okay? Anyway, students with disabilities statement, if you have a documented 504, please let me know via email, okay? And we will work something out to accommodate, okay? Academic integrity statement, again, if you plagiarize, I can fail you for the course. It is my discretion. However, I am typically a little more lenient and will give you 1 chance to redo it. If you then again provide a plagiarized piece, I will fail you. I don't want to, but I'll do it, okay? All assignments have deadlines. They are non-negotiable because that's how I'm taking attendance, and just, you know, that's that. Everything needs to be typed. Either you're using Microsoft Word or you're using Google Docs, okay? Please do not use like Microsoft Office Online. I cannot open those. I cannot see them, okay? If that's what you're using, I'm gonna end up asking you to copy and paste it into an email, which I don't really like. I think that's pretty obvious reasons, okay? So here is the schedule of events. class meets, just kidding. So here's our weeks, it's broken down, right? Excuse me. Your intro to course, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. What is literature, what is world lit? We'll talk about that, all right? Everything that is here are your readings for that week, okay? Again, like I said before, I don't rely so heavily on the syllabus. I use the weekly breakdown, okay? So just keep that in mind. The weekly breakdown is going to have more information for you regarding assignments and due dates. Anyway, so I also put in the important dates for you, such as August 26th is your last day to add or drop classes, okay? Midterm grades are due by Monday, October 5th. November 6th is the last day to withdraw from either classes or the school. Registration starts November 9th, and then December 7th, final grades are due. Now, something I do want to say before we go look at the weekly breakdown. My due date, I know you guys don't really care, but I'm going to say this anyway. My due date is December 12th, okay? I made your final research paper due 2 weeks before finals week. Number one, that is your final. You do not have a test. I don't do tests. I don't want to do tests. I'm over it. It's just, they're done, okay? Because it's basically just, can you memorize and regurgitate some information? Cool, great. I did it this way so that if I happen to have my child early, I have ample time to grade your papers before final grades are due. Also, you have fall break then without worrying about your final paper, and you have finals week without having to worry about this class. You also have those 2 weeks to beg for forgiveness. If you maybe missed something or need to bring your grade up, okay, those would be the 2 weeks to beg to do those things, okay? If that doesn't make any sense to you, please let me know, okay? Writing intensive course description. I'm not really familiar with this, but you have the opportunity to reflect on it. So basically you have to take a writing intensive course. I think you have to take like 4 for the school. Not quite sure, I don't really remember, but it ties into this writing proficiency program portfolio. Okay, so if you guys are interested, read up on that. Writing and Reading Center is still offering tutoring. I do recommend it, or I recommend just, you know, reaching out to me. Okay, so let's look at the next thing. I know this is thrilling. I drink a lot of coffee, and I don't sleep, probably because I drink a lot of coffee. All right, so this is the like holy grail of our class. All right, so here's your weekly breakdown. You will see again, week 1, and here are the dates of the week. It's crazy, I know, so simple, right? So what you are doing this week is reading Genesis 1, 2, and 3. Okay, simple. Then your assignment that is due Friday is to freehand, free type. We'll get back to that, okay? I just wanted to show that real fast. That's gonna be submitted through Moodle, I'll show you. Week 2, here's your important thing again, okay? This is what, my mouse is not working because it's sitting on something. Oh, because my cat decided to lick it, stupid ass. Okay, so next week, you need to have read these 2 stories. They are fairly short to be able to do your first actual assignment, right? So whatever I put prior to the word assignment on weekly breakdown is what you are doing that week. Obviously, you can do these things ahead of time. There is nothing wrong with that, right? Now, in particular, week 3 and 4 get a little dicey. The Odyssey, I don't know if anybody's read it before. If you have, kudos to you. If you haven't, I don't know if I should call you lucky or not. Odyssey is personally my favorite, but it is long. So I did you guys a favor. You only have to read 1 chapter. Each student is getting assigned 1 particular chapter. I have it already done. So don't fret over picking a chapter. you are going to pick that chapter or read that chapter and only that chapter. You're going to summarize and analyze it and create a video, a mini presentation. You can have pictures, you can whatever, okay? You can use, there is a movie. There is a movie. I'm just gonna say that now because I know you guys are gonna find out anyway. You can utilize clips from the movie to help if there's something that you really need to get through, okay, to your fellow classmates. It is very important that everybody watches these videos made by your classmates. They do not need to be 20, 30 minutes long. They really just need to be like 5-10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes is still kind of pushing it. Mostly because nobody's got time. Nobody got time for that, okay? So we will continue. The books or chapters, they are called books when you go to read the Odyssey. They have individual due dates as well. You will see that on the rubric, so just bear with me. Okay, then we're gonna move on to Aesop's Fables. Most of these we know, however, we didn't know that they had a name. So The Boy Who Cried Wolf is Aesop's Fables. There are many. You're going to pick one, read one only, and reflect on one, and then you are going to create your own fable. Very simple. Okay, after that, we're reading Oedipus. You'll have another reflection. We're gonna read Medea, okay? And then right here, you're gonna see this, okay? I know everybody's about to freak out slightly, and I can imagine, I hear all of the hands going up if we were in a classroom, going, how long does the research paper have to be? 7 to 10 pages, double spaced. You got this. Oh, I hear a small child coming. Come out. Your first rough draft only needs 4 pages. I have another rubric for this, so don't fret. I have rubrics for everything. You say hi.
To see them.
I know you can't see them. They're not there. It's just mommy. This is my son, Christian. He's 5. Okay. After that, you will have, you're going to finish in this week reading Medea, and you'll have your next short reflection. Then we're going to pick a story, one of these 4 from 1001 Nights. And you're going to make a another short reflection. Then you're going to start reading Beowulf. Very simple. It's going to move quickly, hopefully. In my head, it moves quickly. Okay, so after we finish reading that, you'll have a short analysis essay. This right here, Dante's Inferno. I am struggling with it. We might change it. Maybe. I don't know yet. Okay. But you will also see right here, week 13, your final research paper is due. You do have a second rough draft due in week 10. Okay, I made these milestones just so that it can help you pace yourself. Also, you're not trying to bang out a 8-page paper in one night, though I do know that some people function better that way. Again, it's not lost on me what taking college classes mean. Okay. Week 14, you're going to finish reading Hamlet. You're going to have another analysis essay. And then you'll see these last 2 weeks, you really don't have anything due. Okay, can you keep it in there, please? Yeah, I know you're playing a trick on me. Okay, so that is the breakdown. I think it's pretty simple to understand. If you have questions about it, please let me know. I then broke it down even more for you, okay? Because Christian Joseph, what did I say? Enough. Because why not? And just in case things get dicey, I don't know another name for dicey, but here are your due dates for assignments. This is every Friday of the semester, okay? That's really it. You have all of these as your assignments that are due, and that's it, okay? So I don't know, print that out and then you can cross each one off and you're like, oh, look, I only got this many assignments or some crap like that. I don't know. Sorry. Okay, so that is due date. Sorry, I had to make a list of everything because sometimes I don't remember what I want to talk about. So then you have these 2 folders, okay? Your readings has this page. I hope that you guys can see this. I'm gonna have to watch it. So I have everything hyperlinked for all of the readings. They are PDFs. They are most likely, you can get all of these on audio as well. Genesis 1 through 4, also if you have a Bible laying around, you can just read it from there, Old Testament. Okay, so these things are very readily available on the internet. Tale of Two Brothers looks a little confusing to read at first. It's got a bunch of description from somebody that interpreted it, and then it has the story. So just be mindful of that, okay? Then we're gonna go to, wait a minute, why is it doing this? Okay, then you go to your rubrics folder, okay? Everything has a rubric to follow. You have your rough draft guidelines, your final research paper, your short reflections essays, your jigsaw. This is for the Odyssey. I don't know why I'm glitching out. Christian Joseph. Christian. What did I ask? He's an asshole. Whoopsie. Okay, so this particular rubric is a little more important. Here it is. This is how you're getting graded. It's worth 12 points. I know that doesn't seem like much, but it does have a pretty hefty percentage of your grade. Now, you will then notice, Christian, what did I ask? Get an ice pop or something. Each book or chapter has an assigned person, right? And an assigned due date. You need to watch these, okay? Book 13 is one of the longest chapters, so it is split up between two people, Rebecca and Jada. Okay, so look at this rubric, find your name, find your due date, find your assigned chapter, okay? When you go on to the PDF version of this book, you can just click the link to your particular chapter. Very simple. Okay, got rid of that. So now, let's go back. I have not finished. Look at me. Look at me. You want me to yell in front of people? This in there. Stop bringing it in here. If you do it again, I throw it out. Go. In the living room.
No.
Then I'm going to throw it out. Okay. So we will also see now at this point that I really only have the first 4 weeks ready. I love kids. Okay. So your first assignment is here in week 1. See this little paper with the little hand holding it? Okay. You're going to click on that. And it says, tell me about yourself. This is informal. That doesn't mean write like LMAO or SMH, STFU. Yeah, I have to really think about these acronyms. Okay, that doesn't mean write like that. You're not text speaking, you're just a little more informal. It can be relaxed. Okay, you can say I, me, we, you. Okay, so do you have a big family? What's your favorite color? Tell me things about you. That's what I want to know. Okay, and the biggest thing is, how do you feel about English class in general? Have you always hated it? Has it been horrible? Do you have bad experience with English? Or do you like it? Or of course, do you love it? Why? Are you a visual learner? Are you an auditory learner? Do you need, extra help occasionally? Are you shy to ask for help? This is an online class, so at this point, the shyness shouldn't be there so much because you're not raising your hand in the middle of class, but you never know. So tell me what you think I need to know to better assist you in learning. You can show them that in a minute, okay? No, in a minute, I will show. Do you listen? No, I said in a minute. So when you come to this, there is, I'm going to switch right now to student view so you guys can see it. Okay, so now this is exactly how you guys are going to see it. You're going to hit add submission, okay, to this particular assignment. Now, you can type it right in here, or you can type it as a Word document and drop it here as a file. Moodle does not accept Google Docs. Okay, so just know that now. If you are typing it in Google Docs, you will most likely have to convert it or save as a Microsoft Doc to be able to upload it to Moodle. Okay, so I'm going to now go back to my roll. That's your first assignment that's due this Friday. Okay. Let's go back. All right, so you will also see here's a link to Genesis. Okay, so that's where your reading is. Here's Genesis 4 and the other story. Here's the Odyssey. Here's the rubric. So everything that is happening within that respective week will be there. Okay, so whether it's the rubric or an assignment, you will also see this short reflection essay. Okay, I use Turnitin. It's easy for me to grade, and I don't have to print anything out. Look, if you have not used Turnitin before, please let me know. If you have, great. So we're going to try this again. Okay. It gives you the assignment, your guidelines, and then once you look at the rubric for the short reflection essays, you will notice that each reflection essay, I gave you a few topics that you can talk about if you can't think of something else that really struck you. Okay, you are to discuss the themes, the motifs, the literary devices. If you need to, look those up. Okay, what are literary devices? Alliteration, consonants, dissonance, imagery, hyperboles, okay, things like that, onomatopoeias. So it has the due date right here. It also has the due date up here. I should probably switch my view back to students. You guys are seeing the same thing. Okay, so this is how it looks for you. All right. Now, I believe you hit submit paper here. Again, you cannot try to upload a Google Doc. If you are using Google Docs, when you save it, you have to I know that Google Docs automatically saves, but you have to go to File and Save as Microsoft Doc. Otherwise, I will not be able to open it, and you will get an email saying, I can't open your submission, send it to me here. Okay. I'm sure that many of you at this point are aware that Turnitin does catch for plagiarism. It does help, but it is what it is. Sometimes it catches things that you've written before in the past, sometimes whatever. It'll pull from other papers around the world or websites. At this point in your academic career, I know a few of you have had me, so I know that I taught you MLA. You need to cite. If you are quoting something, cite it. If you're paraphrasing, cite it. When in doubt, cite it. Okay, and then that means you need a works cited page. Now, for this particular assignment, these short reflection essays, they are 2 full pages, 4 full pages. That page count of 2 to 4 does not include your works cited. Okay, so it would be, let's say you wrote 4 full pages or 3 full pages, and that's it. That's fine. Then page number 4 is your works cited, but it still doesn't count towards your page count. Does that make sense? Great, excellent. Okay, so hopefully we can move through this fairly seamlessly at the beginning, and then by the end we're, pros-ish. I think I'm gonna stop sharing. Hopefully this helps. I have no idea because I don't get to see you guys in person, which makes me sad. Christian, I love him. You can show them in a second. Chill. I think at this point that's everything that I needed to really hit on. I hope that this was helpful. I hope the videos are helpful. I hope the emails are helpful. Please know, communication is key for me, okay? Don't email me after missing an assignment submission saying, oh, sorry, I had work. If you email me ahead of time, I will be much more lenient and forgiving, okay? I understand that there are things that come up, last minute, spur of the moment, maybe, unfortunately, a death in the family. Those things are obviously not planned. Those things are different circumstances. Put it down, Christian, and I will let you show them. But please be extra communicative considering that this is strictly online. It will help you. It will help you in the long run to be more communicative rather than less, okay? You know, it's easier to beg forgiveness, I guess, but not really, not in this class. Okay, so I think that's it. If you have questions, please let me know. You can send them through email or you can send me a text. I don't mind. Please be mindful though that because I have a 5-year-old, because I'm pregnant, and because I have a husband who's actually a very grown child, after 7 p.m. I am most likely not going to answer you. You know, we have dinner, we have bath time, and then we have bedtime. So I have my family time at those few hours. He loves Ryan. Okay, so I think that's about it. I will let you guys go. Have a good rest of your day. And I look forward to talking more with you guys. Bye.